So, hello, my name is Amparo, and I'm going to explain the first activity of the subject further training on disciplinary knowledge of foreign languages. So here we have the index. I'm going to explain a bit how it is the group, the first activity, the second activity, and then the conclusions. So Maria is an English teacher of 30 students. She works in a secondary school where they use communicative approach methodology, and for certain reasons, Maria will be absent, and that's why I am going to work with her group. She asked me to use different methodologies, and she gave me some information about the group. So the group is diverse. They are hardworking. They are very pleasant to work with, but they have some kind of problems with conditional, and that's why I think about in these activities. So the first activity is a translation in which they have to use their mother tongue to make a translation into Spanish. So we are going to read the text in class individually. They are going to translate it into Spanish, and then I will give them a grammatically explanation in their mother tongues to reinforce the concept. So here we have an example of the dialogue we are going to work with. This activity is based on grammar translation. It is one of the oldest approach of foreign language teaching, and it is based on the explicit teaching of grammatical rules by syntactic analysis, translation, and many different activities. So, in this case, the main objective is to understand grammatically the rules of the conditionals, and then using the mother tongue to reinforce all the concept. How we can apply it in class? So in this case, we are going to work with a translation, but we have many different options. The justification of the methodology in this case. It is based on grammar translation because it is focused on translation. The main objective is to understand the conditional structures in both languages. They are going to use the mother tongue to make the translation from Spanish to English. And the aim in this case is not to be spontaneous, but to be conscious about the reflection of the grammar. And then in the second session, we are going to do a role play dialogue. So using the first activity, the dialogue in English, they are going to work in pairs, and they are going to act in class. So in this case, we are using the audiolingual method that appears in 1940s and 1950s, and it is based on behaviorism and habit theory. The main idea is to use the communication, the language, and in this case, learning occurs through imitation and repetition of the different structures. So we want our students to listen the model dialogue of the conditional, then they repeat several times, and to improve pronunciation, act in class, and then receive a feedback after finishing their performing. They will receive a feedback, so they can correct some mistakes. So the justification in this case is that we want a student to internalize the different structures of conditionals through repetition and role playing. We are going to reinforce a fluency and a correct linguistic habit, and then the emphasis is not to be spontaneous but to communicate things. As a conclusion, I want to say that no matter what methodology we use in class, the methodology we know, the better we can adapt our session to the different realities that each student faces on daily basis. So thank you very much.